It is out of Dark Dawn, back at y'all with another message for the universe, for the matrix, for the algorithm. I want to talk to y'all very briefly about how much of it, how much it is a gift in this generation to not have kids. How expensive everything is, price of living, price of gas, price of just shopping for groceries. It's terrible. It is a gift to not have children because we already struggling ourselves. I mean, dating is another animal. I mean, not only having children, but with the person you have children with, you may be stuck with them or tied to them, for a long part of your life. All of these diseases out here, everybody sleeping with everybody. Sometimes it's better to be without kids and just having time to really think this shit through, this life thing through. You don't have time to be stuck trying to provide for another life while you're trying to get your life together. If you are going to have kids, I would say you should make sure that your life is in order. Just make sure your life is in order before you really want to have kids, you know, because it's hard out here. You do not need to add anybody into that. And also, you don't need to bring a child into poverty. You don't want to bring them into poverty. You know, why would you want to do that? You're setting them up for failure. I mean, you got success stories. People start from the bottom and they come on up. One of my other videos were called Starting from the Bottom. Everybody starts from the bottom. But I want to go through the struggles. If I'm going to have a kid, I want to go through the struggles. I mean, I don't want to, but I'm going to anyway. Life is a battle, right? So you're going to have to hustle. You have to push through. But I want to be the one that goes through all the hard times so that my kids don't have to. You know, it's always going to be something that they're going to go through growing up, but I want to be in a position to where I'm going to be able to look out for them and not have to worry about where food is coming from, where transportation, where this, I don't know. Just if you have children, it's okay. I'm not coming for you. I'm just saying if you're fortunate enough to not have children, you know, and you're thinking about having children, think real hard. Cause life is it's not playing with nobody. These bills, the rent, the price of living. Oh my God, the price of living. That's gonna be a video in itself. Like, yeah. But if you have children, I know that it's hard. But if you're managing it, salute to you. Salute to you for managing having children and still carrying on. I'm not mad at you. I'm not coming for you. I'm happy that you have your family, and I really mean that. I mean, especially if you love your children love you, everything is good. But I'm just saying, from my point of view, because I don't have kids, of course I would be talking about not having kids because I don't have kids. It's a blessing in disguise, because, giving birth to children and having a child, that is really a blessing. It can change your life and make you want to go harder. Maybe some of us don't have the motivation to go harder because we don't have anybody to live for. Having a child can give you motivation to go harder because now you have to. You have to provide for that child. So you gotta go hard. I can't say that is one of the pros that comes with having kids. And then there's a lot of cons. A lot of cons to having children, you know. And I just want to say money, 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 money. Yeah, man. It's all jokes aside, it's Just think hard before you bring another life into this world, especially when you have thoughts of, let's just say, not even wanting to deal with this life situation anymore. If you get what I'm saying, if you want to, I'm not going to say it, but you get what I'm saying. If you already dealing with an emotional battle like that, do some healing before you have to pour on to another life. Because if you're in a dark space in your life, you most likely are going to dump that onto your child. You don't want to bring them into poverty and in your dark way of thinking, your your mentality getting dumped onto them. Like, get yourself straight mentally and financially before you have a child. Okay, do it for them, not for you. If you're gonna have a child, just think about it. Okay, think about it, because life is not playing, and these are not one of those things that you can just say, all right, I don't want the child anymore. No, that child is going to be here. So just think about it. You know, don't just be out here having kids just because you like doing a hokey pokey. It feels good, and you just have a kid, because now you're stuck with that decision. And if one of the parents decide to leave, and I have to confess, most likely the man will leave. It's shitty people out here, and we're not going to get into the fact that a lot of women choose shitty men to have kids with anyway. So what do you expect? That's a conversation within itself. I'm not trying to blame women, or bash women, but there's a lot of assholes that get the juices flowing. When women look at them, you know, sorry, nice guy. Sorry, nice guy. You don't get the juices flowing. You just get the cha-ching. You get the dollar signs and their eyes jumping up and down. But that's another topic for another video. That's all I wanted to say. It is a gift to not have children right now in this era that we living in. Um, Sorry if you disagree. This is just my opinion. And y'all take care. Stay blessed. You know, don't stress, and keep your head up, because it's real out here. Peace.